Namaste. Saturn moves into Pisces, and that is indeed a very good news for all my followers born with Moon in Capricorn sign. Capricorn sign is one of the most professional, pragmatic, and hardworking zodiac sign of our galaxy. In fact, the nakshatra Shravan is so beautiful that people born with Shravan nakshatra are indeed a gem. And similarly, Uttarashadha nakshatra, which also falls in Capricorn, and Dhanishta nakshatra, both these nakshatras, one that is Uttarashadha ruled by Sun and Dhanishta ruled by Mars, these two nakshatras actually makes the person more social, industrious. The person is a born leader. So such a beautiful Capricorn sign, and after 7.5 years of Sadesati, the sign is coming out and the Sadesati is getting over. So firstly, I want to congratulate all the natives born with Moon in Capricorn. Congratulations, because finally after 7.5 years of churning, you are coming out of this Sadesati. And indeed, for many of you, this Sadesati period must have been a wonderful period, a period of great transformation. In fact, some of you may have even gone to great heights in your career or in your business, while some of you may have suffered a lot during Sadesati period. So it all depends on person to person. It's not just Sadesati, but during Sadesati, if you are going through Rahu Mahadasha, through Ketu Mahadasha, or any other difficult Antardashas, then it is obvious that this Sadesati period can become difficult for you. So it all depends on timing. And that's all what Saturn is connected to, timing. Today you may be very powerful, but tomorrow you don't know what will happen. Once the time comes, even a powerful person falls down. And this has been seen in the history. History is witness to such happenings. Time is above all. And this time, this timing is what Saturn is connected to. Sabka time aayega. Meaning, everybody will have to pay back for all the karmas that you do, whether it is good or bad. If it is bad, you have to pay back. If it is good, then you will be rewarded. Everything is connected to karma, and karma is connected to consciousness. If you are conscious, if you are aware, you will do the right karma. If you are ignorant, you will continue to do the wrong karma. And that is why spirituality and meditation is necessary, so that you remain conscious before you act on a certain thought. And so, as Saturn comes in Pisces, how is it going to impact all the 12 moon signs? Because everything comes down to the moon sign. Because moon signify our mind. It doesn't matter whether you are rich or poor. What matters is that whether you are happy or not. Happiness has nothing to do with money. Even a poor man is more happier than a rich man. So everything comes down to the state of the mind. And so, how this Saturn transit is going to impact all 12 moon signs is what I have discussed in this podcast. And as a Capricorn slips out of this Sadesati period, the new sign that comes in the classroom of Shani, is the sign of Aries. So the Sadesati period of Aries begins as Saturn moves into Pisces. So, as I said, it's not that every person born with Moon in Aries is going to suffer during Sadesati period. It all depends on your Mahadasha, Antardasha, the transit. And if all of those, whenever those are positive, the Sadesati period will be more supportive. Whenever those are not supportive, Sadesati period can cause difficulties in your life. So, on this note, let's begin with this podcast. And as always, do listen to a beautiful story, an insightful story that I have shared at the end of this podcast. And also, as always, I have shared some mantra remedies for each sign as Shani, Saturn arrives in Pisces. So let's begin. No matter how powerful you may be now, no matter how big a self-proclaimed godman you are, no matter how popular a leader you are, when the time comes, you will have to pay back for all those heinous crimes, sins, and exploitations you committed. This timing of making you pay back comes with the transit of Saturn, one of the greatest planets in our galaxy. Always remember, you have to pay back for all the negative karmas you did, and you will be rewarded for all the positive karma you did for others. Saturn or Shani is therefore worshipped in India as Lord Saturn or Shani Dev. There are women who try to be oversmart. There are men who try to be oversmart. They commit heinous acts from behind the curtains, thinking that no one will come to know. But you cannot slip out from the hands of Saturn. At every phase of life, Saturn comes to keep a check on you. When Saturn is transiting through the 12th house, 1st house and 2nd house, you are caught in a very strong check period known as Shani Sadesati or Saturn Sadesati period, because it lasts for 7.5 years. But even after this cycle of 7.5 years is over, the story doesn't end here. When Saturn moves into the 4th house or 8th house, you will be under a relatively smaller check known as Dhaya, since it lasts for 2.5 years. All of these positions are from your moon sign. Remember this. If you sum up the total, then 7.5 years plus 2.5 years plus 2.5 years equals to around 12.5 years. So in one cycle of Saturn's 30-year transit, every person comes under 12.5 years of Saturn's check periods. Almost half of the cycle, Saturn keeps you under his check. And depending on how you behave, act or react in a given situation, that is in the remaining 17.5 years, it decides what you will get during the Saturn check periods of 12.5 years. So when you see corrupt, fake, spiritual figures enjoying immense power and fame, you forget the fact that it is just a matter of time. When Saturn returns, he returns with a strong determination to punish such corrupt people, and then their downfall begins. Rahu exaggerates. Saturn brings you back to the basics. All the fame and popularity comes through Rahu, but if Jupiter and Saturn are not supportive in the chart, then the same Rahu can also cause your downfall, and that too abruptly, in a way you would never imagine. The transit of Saturn plays a significant role when it comes to rewarding or making you pay back for all the sins you committed when you were not under the Saturn check period. The reason Saturn loves Lord Hanuman is because Lord Hanuman embodies the supreme qualities of humility, deep devotion, loyalty, honesty, commitment, sincerity, and the passion to serve the needy. Therefore, it is recommended that you worship Lord Hanuman during the Saturn check period, that is during the Shani Sadesati period or during Shani Dhaya, because you imbibe the qualities of the deity you worship. Now, as Saturn moves out of Aquarius and enters Pisces it is a sign that the so-called funda of globalization is going to change and countries will become more centric to their own interests, moving towards localization. People are going to become more religious and their inclination towards spirituality is going to increase. You will see many new temples, mosques, and churches coming up, as well as old temples and places of worship getting renovated with much glory and hype. Missions to space are going to get a boost, with many countries discovering new findings about space and the universe. For Saturn, this marks the ending of one cycle, as Pisces is the last zodiac sign in our galaxy. And every ending is a painful ending. So for many of you, this can be a cycle of endings. Many of you may lose your near and dear ones, while some may end their careers or retire. The arrival of AI is also going to cost many of you your jobs, and we will witness many layoffs, signifying the end of traditional jobs, which can be painful for many. Nevertheless, this cycle marks the end of one universal cycle and the beginning of a new world when Saturn is done with Pisces and enters the first sign of zodiac, Aries. The $1,000,000 question that many of you ask is that will Saturn's 7.5-year period of Sadisati cause havoc in your life? The answer depends on your past karma. If you have been cheating, exploiting, harming people from behind the curtains, whether through black magic, plotting attacks, or looting others through corrupt acts, then Saturn's Sadesati period will squeeze you to death, or at least it will make you experience a virtual death. However, if you have been indulging in good karma, then you don't have to worry much about Saturn's Sadesati period or Dhaya. In fact, such a Sadesati period will carve you into a beautiful idol, meaning it will bring a wonderful transformation within you. So now, let's discuss the impact of Saturn's transit in Pisces for each moon sign. If you have an Aries moon sign, Saturn's transit in the 12th house can bring stress and mental pressure. If this stress is not managed, it may lead to long-term health problems. However, for those who are spiritual, this period can deepen their faith, making them feel that time spent on anything other than spiritual growth is wasted. On the other hand, those who lack spiritual awareness may struggle and might turn to bad habits like alcohol or drugs to escape their problems. This transit can also create situations where you are forced to live in a foreign land due to work or personal reasons, even if you wish to stay in your homeland. To reduce the difficulties of this phase, the best remedy is to worship Lord Shiva, chanting Om Namah Shivaya, fasting on Mondays, and performing Panchamrut Abhishek on a Shivalingam during Pradosh can help bring peace and stability. For those involved in dishonest or illegal activities, this transit can bring serious consequences, including imprisonment or feeling trapped in difficult situations. Saturn is a strict teacher. It ensures that everyone faces the results of their actions. Instead of fearing this transit, use it as an opportunity for growth. With patience, faith, and discipline, you can turn challenges into meaningful transformations. Taurus. For those with Taurus moon sign, Saturn's transit in the 11th house is a period when your past karma shapes your present reality. In simple terms, if you have been working hard toward a specific goal or career achievement, then this transit will help you reach it. That's why Saturn in the 11th house is generally considered a fortunate and positive phase, provided you have been sincere in your efforts. However, if you have been wasting time indulging in pleasure, excessive drinking, casual relationships, or laziness, then this transit will only deepen your attachment to money and sensual enjoyment. It may feel like a temporary vacation, but once Saturn moves into your 12th house, the consequences will begin. That's when Saturn's lessons will hit hard, bringing difficulties and struggles in your life. For those who are pure hearted, this transit can fulfill desires related to love, committed relationships, or even material gains like acquiring a new home or a new vehicle. Since this is a prosperous period for many Taurus moon natives, it is wise to use this opportunity to give back. Donating and helping the less fortunate will earn Saturn's favor, softening its impact when it moves into your 12th house, that is around 2028, and your Sadesati begins. The best remedy during this time is to chant the Vishnu mantra. Om Vishnave Namaha, Om Vishnave Namaha, and feed chana dal, that is split chickpeas, and jaggery to cows and bulls on Saturdays and Tuesdays. Overall, this transit places Taurus moon natives in a comfortable position. But remember, Saturn is watching you. How you use this fortunate time matters. Will you focus only on yourself, or will you share your blessings with those in need? The way you act now will shape the first phase of your Sadesati when Saturn enters Aries in 2028. Gemini. The transit of Saturn in Pisces is said to bring increased responsibilities in your career or profession. Higher expectations from your boss may put you under stress, and you may have to deal with a boss who micromanages. Such a situation can truly be a test of patience. Additionally, if you are not on good terms with your father or uncle, you may face some opposition from them during this period. However, this time can be deeply rewarding for those who are dedicated and hardworking. In simple terms, it is an excellent phase for workaholics, those who possess immense strength and stamina to tackle everything that comes their way. Saturn in the 10th house makes a person karmavadi, meaning action oriented, meaning success will come to those who stay focused on their duties. Those who maintain discipline and perseverance will surely rise in their careers, achieving higher positions in their profession or business. A well-organized and physically strong individual can attain great heights of success under Saturn's transit in the 10th house. This transit is particularly favorable for individuals with a strong and positive Saturn in their birth chart, as it signifies career advancement, especially in government jobs or authoritative roles. To manage stress and enhance career growth, worshipping Lord Ganesh every Saturday and Wednesday by visiting a Ganesha temple and offering coconut, 11 modaks, and a garland of durva is beneficial for you. Observing a fast on Sankashta Chaturthi will bring divine blessings while chanting the Ganesha mantra Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha can help maintain peace and work-life balance. Additionally, feeding cows with white raw rice mixed with green lentils, moong dal, on Saturdays and Tuesdays can attract career growth. Whenever stress, overwhelms you, just shout out, Ganpati Bappa Moria, Ganpati Bappa Moria, and you will feel an instant sense of relief. To all my Gemini moon followers, this is your time to embrace the challenge that Saturn, the great taskmaster, has placed before you. Make the most of this opportunity and achieve success in your professional career or business. Cancer. Saturn's transit in the 9th house for Cancer natives brings a pull toward following the spiritual path. Spiritual discipline naturally develops with Saturn's arrival in the 9th house, making this a highly positive period for spiritual practitioners as it enables them to become more spiritually disciplined. What is spiritual discipline? Making the mind obey you is spiritual discipline. Meaning, when the mind comes under your control, your means your awareness, that is when spiritual discipline truly activates. With Saturn in the 9th house, you are drawn deeper into the reality of life and led toward realizing the ultimate truth. This transit ensures significant spiritual progress, though in matters of material success, delays may occur. However, if you are spiritually strong, you can easily overcome the frustration caused by these delays in matters of luck. Your belief system may also undergo a transformation, pushing you to question old traditions and embrace a more practical, disciplined approach to spirituality. Saturn encourages deep introspection, making this an ideal time for meditation, structured learning, and philosophical exploration. Travel and foreign connections play a significant role during this transit, but they may come with delays or obstacles. Business trips, work-related relocations, or studies abroad might take longer than expected, requiring patience in visa approvals or settlement processes. Those involved in teaching, law, publishing, or spiritual fields may find themselves working harder than ever, but their efforts will bring lasting rewards. Relationships with father figures, mentors, or teachers may become strained, leading to emotional distance or ideological differences. It is important to cultivate respect, patience, and understanding in these relationships to avoid conflicts. Saturn's influence also impacts career growth, pushing some Cancer natives to restructure their professional paths or explore new industries. Business owners may need to revise strategies, work harder, and remain committed to long-term goals. In the midst of these challenges, it is essential to maintain honesty, discipline, and a practical outlook to navigate this transit successfully. If you have been planning to publish a book and your birth chart supports this development, then Saturn's transit through the 9th house could be the time when you finally become a published author. The best remedy to counter the negative effects of Saturn transit in the 9th house is to start reading Sai Sat Charitra and worship Sai Baba, as he has always emphasized two important aspects: faith and patience, Shraddha or Saburi. You may be faithful, but you also need to have patience. The stronger your faith, the longer your patience will be. Always remember this. Start chanting the powerful Sai Baba mantra. Om Sai Ram, Om Sai Ram, Om Sai Ram. 108 times every day and every night. And make a plan to visit Shirdi Sai Baba and take the darshan of Sai Baba. Om Sai Ram, Om Sai Ram, Om Sai Ram. Leo. Saturn's transit in the 8th house usually brings financial burdens and can strain your financial condition, potentially trapping you in the vicious cycle of debts and never ending credit card payments. In worse scenarios, some individuals have even committed suicide due to the constant harassment from credit card collection executives. Therefore, my first request to all my followers born with Moon in Leo is this: please use your credit card only when necessary. People have become so habitual to loans and credit cards that they spend their entire lives paying AMIs, and yet the cycle of payments and repayments never stops until their last breath, when people finally say, "Rest in peace." Saturn in the 8th house can also bring deep sorrow due to the death of a senior family member. This transit impacts your networking skills, making you more aloof and secluded, and people may find it difficult to connect with you. The transit of Saturn in the 8th house is indeed a challenging and emotionally taxing phase for Leo moon natives. Marriage relationships may suffer, and relations with in laws can become stressful as the native feels an increased sense of responsibility towards satisfying their in laws. Saturn in the 8th house compels the native toward inner transformation. And as you know, transformation is always a painful process. During this difficult transit of Saturn, you may feel heavy due to negative energies or black magic attacks. The best remedy is to chant the powerful Kala Bhairav mantra. Om Kala Bhairavaya Namaha. Om Kala Bhairavaya Namaha. Om Kala Bhairavaya Namaha, and visit Lord Kala Bhairav temple every Sunday. Offer 1 coconut, 5 lemons, a 5-meter red cloth, a red flower garland, and mixed mithai, that is the Indian sweet. If you live outside India and cannot visit a Kala Bhairav temple, donate fried food, vegetarian or non-vegetarian, to homeless people on Sundays. Remember, this 2.5-year period of Saturn's stay in your 8th house serves as a constant reminder to remain humble, avoid negative or offensive comments, and deeply focus on your spiritual path by chanting mantras daily and meditating with a Rudraksha Mala. Additionally, performing a Navachandi Havan is also beneficial, which you can do during Navratri or in the month of April at your residence. Saturn's transit through the dark, unseen realms of the 8th house signifies that during this phase you will uncover hidden truths and learn things you never knew before, making this an eye-opening period for most of you. Stay cautious. If you have a job, ensure that you perform well to avoid job insecurity. Maintain a low profile and learn to adjust with your partner and in-laws. Virgo. Saturn's transit in the 7th house for Virgo moon natives signifies a period of increased responsibility and burdens in relationships, particularly in marriage and partnerships. During this phase, you may feel a heightened sense of duty toward your spouse or long-term partner. Their expectations and demands may weigh heavily on you, making it seem as if you are carrying more than your fair share of emotional and practical responsibilities. However, Saturn's influence is never about immediate gratification. It pushes you to build strong, lasting relationships based on patience, discipline, and endurance. This transit also indicates that your partner may face challenges and hurdles, whether in their career, health, or personal life. As a result, you may find yourself playing a supportive role, offering stability and guidance during their struggles. The key to maintaining harmony during this period is understanding, patience, and open communication. If your relationship is built on a strong foundation, this transit will ultimately strengthen your bond. However, if there are unresolved issues or cracks in the relationship, Saturn will expose them, forcing you to either work through the problems with maturity or reconsider the partnership altogether. For those who are single and seeking marriage, Saturn in the 7th house can bring delays in finding a suitable life partner. There may be prolonged waiting periods, obstacles in matchmaking, or failed relationships before you finally meet the right person. However, Saturn is known for its slow but steady approach. It delays but never denies marriage. When the time is right, this transit ensures that the person you choose will be mature, responsible, and capable of handling a committed relationship. Marriages that occur under Saturn's influence often stand the test of time as they are built on practicality, loyalty, and perseverance rather than fleeting romance. However, if one enters a marriage hastily without proper introspection, Saturn's presence can bring relationship struggles, misunderstandings, and emotional distance, requiring extra effort to resolve. Ultimately, Saturn's transit in the 7th house teaches valuable lessons about commitment, patience, and realistic expectations in relationships. If embraced with a mature and steady mindset, this phase can lead to greater emotional depth, stronger marital bonds, and a more profound understanding of love and partnership. One of the most powerful and effective remedies during this transit is to invoke the divine blessings of Radha and Krishna by chanting their sacred mantra. Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe. Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Sham Sham, Radhe Radhe. This mantra carries the vibrations of love, harmony, and eternal devotion, helping balance the karmic influences affecting your relationships. Chanting this mantra daily, preferably 108 times, using a Tulsi Mala can bring peace, stability, and happiness into your marriage and partnerships. Additionally, Saturn in the 7th house often brings karmic lessons related to relationships, commitment, and duty. One of the best ways to neutralize the negative effects of this transit and improve your marital life is to help others get married. Marriage is a sacred bond, and by supporting couples, especially those who are financially struggling, you create positive karmic energy that enhances your own marital happiness and relationship stability. By actively engaging in these selfless acts, you generate immense good karma, which in turn brings harmony, peace, and blessings into your own married life. It also helps you overcome delays and struggles in marriage that Saturn may be causing. In essence, by helping others find happiness in their unions, you invite the same joy and harmony into your own life. Saturn, being the planet of karma, rewards those who uplift others. And this simple yet profound remedy can transform your relationship destiny in the most beautiful way. So embrace the divine energy of Radha and Krishna, chant their mantra daily, and serve the cause of love and marriage, and you will soon witness positive shifts in your relationships and life. Jai Sri Radhe Krishna. Libra. Saturn's transit in the 6th house for Libra moon natives is a period of both challenges and opportunities, bringing significant career growth but also increasing workload and responsibilities. This phase may lead you to your dream job, yet it demands relentless effort, discipline, and patience. At the workplace, you may feel like you are under constant scrutiny as superiors will closely monitor your performance. The pressure to meet deadlines and maintain efficiency will be high, and any negligence or lack of dedication could lead to setbacks in promotions and career growth. To navigate this period smoothly, it is crucial to stay focused, avoid workplace conflicts, and demonstrate consistent hard work. With Saturn's aspect on the 12th house, sleep disturbances and mental fatigue may become more frequent. The stress of work can take a toll on your physical well-being, making it important to maintain a balanced lifestyle. Health concerns may arise due to overworking, so prioritizing self-care, regular checkups, and proper rest will help in maintaining stability. Saturn's influence may also create delays in foreign travels, visa approvals, or collaborations with foreign entities, testing your patience in such matters. However, perseverance will eventually bring favorable results as Saturn rewards those who remain disciplined and committed to their goals. The transit also has a strong impact on court cases, legal battles, and conflicts of interest. If you are engaged in any legal disputes, Saturn in the 6th house increases your chances of victory, provided you are on the side of truth and justice. However, legal matters may move at a slow pace, requiring patience and persistence. Opponents or rivals may create hurdles, but ultimately, Saturn ensures that justice is served in due time. Workplace politics and professional rivalries may intensify, making it essential to remain cautious, avoid unnecessary arguments, and let your work speak for itself. During this transit, it is wise to channel Saturn's energy positively by practicing discipline and maintaining a humble approach in professional and personal matters. Spiritual remedies such as chanting Om Hrim Shrim Mahalakshmi Namaha, Om Hrim Shrim Mahalakshmi Namaha, daily praying to Goddess Mahalakshmi and engaging in acts of charity will help mitigate challenges and attract prosperity, stability, and success in your life. Additionally, donating Udad Vada or Medu Vada to poor people waiting outside the Hanuman temple on Saturdays is highly beneficial for you. Another powerful remedy is to take 7 rounds around a peepal tree and light an earthen lamp using sesame oil. If you are outside India, you can light the lamp inside your home facing south direction. These simple yet effective remedies will help pacify Saturn's influence and bring more positive results during this transit. Jai Ambe, Jai Mata Di. Scorpio. The transit of Saturn in Pisces through the 5th house for Scorpio natives brings a period of slow but steady transformation, particularly in areas related to education, investments, family responsibilities, and creative pursuits. If you are working towards an educational certification, delays may be inevitable, requiring patience and persistence. Financial matters may also test your endurance, as returns on investments might take longer than expected. This is not a favorable period for speculative trading, especially in the stock market, as impulsive decisions could lead to significant losses. Instead, focusing on stable investments such as gold, silver, or steel would be a wiser approach during this time. For those who are married and have children, the weight of parental responsibilities may increase. Children may have heightened expectations from you, and at times, fulfilling their needs could feel overwhelming. Emotional and financial demands from family members might add to this burden, making it essential to maintain a balanced and disciplined approach. In some cases, this transit could bring challenges in married life, potentially leading to a bitter divorce. If separation becomes unavoidable, embracing the role of a single parent with resilience and inner strength will be key to navigating this phase. Creatives and artists may feel an intense pressure to meet the expectations of producers, sponsors, or audiences. Saturn, being a taskmaster, demands consistency and discipline, compelling those in fields like filmmaking, painting, script writing, or designing to work harder than ever before. While this phase may feel exhausting, it also has the potential to bring long-term recognition and mastery in one's craft. Staying committed to your creative vision without compromising on quality will be essential. To mitigate the challenging effects of this transit, spiritual remedies can offer support and protection. Feeding fishes and birds on daily basis helps in easing karmic burdens, while chanting the Mahavishnu mantra Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo Narayana, using a tulsi or chandan mala strengthens mental peace and divine guidance. Visiting the Rama Mandir on Wednesdays and offering sweets along with a yellow flower garland can further help in harmonizing Saturn's influence, bringing stability and clarity amidst life's uncertainties. While this transit may seem demanding, its lessons are ultimately about perseverance, responsibility, and inner growth, leading to long-term rewards for those who embrace its challenges with patience and dedication. Sagittarius. When Saturn transits the 4th house for Sagittarius moon sign, it brings a strong sense of stability and responsibility in life. However, if you are heavily influenced by Rahu and tend to frequently switch jobs or businesses, this transit can create significant challenges, particularly in the areas of family and finances. Saturn demands discipline and steadiness, and any instability in career choices may lead to financial insecurity and domestic unrest. One of the most critical aspects of this transit is your responsibility towards your mother or a motherly figure in your life. This period serves as a test from the divine to evaluate how genuinely you care for elderly and physically weak individuals. Your behavior towards them will directly influence the results of this Saturn transit. If you treat them with love, warmth, and respect, Saturn will reward you with inner peace and stability. However, if you neglect or mistreat them, This transit can bring mental and physical suffering, forcing you to introspect on your actions. On the material front, those expecting possession of a new home or property may face delays, but ultimately the transition will happen in due course. Saturn, being a karmic planet, does not deny but rather delays rewards until lessons are learned. This transit also signifies a deeper need for introspection regarding your home, emotional well being, and inner stability. Saturn encourages you to look within and cultivate patience, gratitude, and spiritual discipline. To navigate this phase smoothly, engaging in deep meditation and mantra chanting is highly beneficial. The most powerful mantra to recite during this period is the Rama mantra. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Visiting a Ram temple on Wednesdays, offering a red flower garland and sweets mithai to Lord Ram, and arranging a Sundar Kand Katha at your home will attract divine blessings. The recitation of Sundar Kand, which highlights bravery and devotion from the Ramayana, will bring strength, clarity, and protection during this transformative period. Saturn's lessons are never easy, but if embraced with humility and devotion, they pave the way for lasting peace and progress. Capricorn. Saturn's transit in the third house for Capricorn moon sign brings a much needed wave of relief and renewed energy. After enduring 7.5 years under Saturn's intense scrutiny, you have emerged stronger, wiser, and more evolved. This is your moment to step forward with confidence and make the most of the opportunities that come your way while Saturn transits through Pisces in your third house. One of the most powerful blessings of this transit is that your words will carry immense weight. People will trust you, people will seek your guidance, and you may find yourself gaining loyal followers and admirers. Whether in professional life, personal relationships, or business, your ability to influence others will be at its peak. Short journeys, especially to spiritual or religious places, will become a reality during this time. You may have long wished to visit certain holy sites but never found the right moment. Saturn will now ensure that these pilgrimages happen, helping you fulfill past karmic obligations. Additionally, karmic matters related to siblings may come to the surface, requiring resolution. Saturn, being the great teacher, will guide you to settle unfinished karma in your relationships with brothers or sisters, ensuring that past imbalances are cleared. This phase is also excellent for introspection, allowing you to evaluate your life's journey and chart out a clearer path for the future. Stress related to family and finances will gradually dissolve, leaving you feel lighter, happier, and more optimistic than ever. This transit is especially favorable for entrepreneurs, business owners, writers, consultants, and those in communication related fields. Success will come through consistent effort, patience, and disciplined action. To maximize the positive impact of this period, worship Lord Ganesha every Wednesday by offering laddus, red flower garlands, and coconut at his temple. Chanting the powerful Ganesha mantra, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha 108 times morning and evening using a Rudraksha Mala will remove obstacles and bring immense blessings. If possible, embark on the Ashtavinayak Yatra, visiting all 8 sacred temples of Lord Ganesha in Maharashtra, as this will amplify the divine grace upon you. Ganpati Bappa Moria. Ganpati Bappa Moria. Aquarius. The Saturn transit in the second house for Aquarius moon sign in Pisces is a period of significant financial and family related stress requiring patience and disciplined management. You may feel an increased burden regarding financial stability with potential delays in income, unexpected expenses, or financial responsibilities towards family members. Saturn's presence in the second house, which governs wealth, speech, and family, can bring a sense of restriction in finances, urging you to be more mindful about your spending habits and long-term security. Impulsive expenses or risky investments could lead to financial strain, making this a time for prudent money management, budgeting, and savings. Family matters may also demand greater attention, and you could find yourself dealing with increased responsibilities or misunderstandings within the household. It is essential to handle family matters with patience, diplomacy, and respect, as Saturn in the second house tests your ability to maintain harmony in relationships. Avoiding conflicts, practicing gratitude, and speaking with kindness will be key to navigating this transit with ease. If financial disputes arise, aim for a practical and fair resolution rather than emotional reactions. This transit is a powerful period for self-reflection and emotional discipline. Saturn in Pisces encourages you to work on your inner stability, detaching from unnecessary materialistic desires and cultivating a mindset of contentment. As you go through this transformative time, dedicate yourself to spiritual practices such as meditation and mantra chanting, which will provide clarity and inner strength. The best mantra to recite is Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, which can bring divine guidance and peace in your life. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Recite this beautiful mantra and you will be alright. To enhance financial stability and attract prosperity, a highly effective remedy is keeping a pyrite pyramid on your work desk in the northeast or west direction. Pyrite, also known as fool's gold, is believed to attract wealth, remove financial obstacles, and enhance focus, making it an ideal tool to mitigate Saturn's restrictive energy in the second house. Along with this, engage in acts of charity such as donating food, helping the elderly, and speaking with kindness and wisdom. Saturn rewards patience, discipline, and responsibility. And so embrace this phase with humility, and it will lead you to a more stable and secure financial future. If possible, arrange for Navachandi Havan at your residence during the Navratri period in 2025. Jai Ambe, Jai Mata Di. Pisces. The Saturn transit in Pisces for those with a Pisces moon sign marks a significant period of self-reflection, personal transformation, and increased responsibilities. As Saturn moves into your first house, representing the self, identity, health, and overall life direction, you may experience a profound shift in how you perceive yourself and the world around you. This transit can feel intense and challenging as Saturn demands discipline, patience, and responsibility. You may experience a sense of heaviness as if life is urging you to become more mature, accountable, and structured in your approach. The carefree attitude that Pisces is often known for might be tested, pushing you to become more grounded and practical in your decisions. There may be moments of self-doubt or feelings of isolation, but these are opportunities for deep inner growth and spiritual awakening. Saturn's transit over your moon can also bring certain hardships to your mother, and if she is above 80, there is possibility of her passing by the time Saturn exits your sign. If you have been behaving in an immature manner, this transit will push you to grow up and embrace maturity. You will inevitably become more serious about your life, and this period may draw you deeper into various aspects of self-exploration. Deep thinking, self-analysis, and self-criticism are common themes during this phase. Stress and anxiety may arise, potentially affecting your physical health. Therefore, it is essential to engage in stress-relieving activities such as panchakarma treatments, acupuncture therapy, and homeopathic remedies. Additionally, chanting the Ram mantra, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, will help you maintain peace and harmony in your life. Whenever possible, feed crows with fried food or curd rice and offer good quality dog food to stray dogs. Remember, this Saturn transit is ultimately here to help you evolve, making you a stronger and wiser person than you already are. And so, overall, the Saturn transit in Pisces is likely to intensify divisions within society, making the world more discriminatory than usual. Whether in terms of race, religion, or wealth, be it white and black, Hindu and Muslim, Jew and Muslim, or the growing disparity between the rich and the poor, these divides may become even more pronounced. The rich will continue to amass wealth while the poor may struggle even more. Although equality is often discussed and promoted on paper, during this transit it may remain more of an ideal than a reality. Saturn is directly connected to death because the moment your karmic dues are over, you take an exit from this planet. Many people try to dodge death, but you cannot dodge death. When your exit time comes, you must take an exit. You must die. This fact reminds me of an insightful story. A king dreamed. In the night, in his dream, he saw death. He became afraid. He asked, "What is the matter? Why are you making me so frightened?" Death said, "I have come to tell you that tomorrow by sunset I am coming. So get ready. It is just out of compassion so that you can prepare." The king was so shocked, his sleep was broken. It was the middle of the night. He called his ministers and he said, "Find people who can interpret the dream. Because time is short, maybe it is true." Then the interpreters came. But as interpreters always have been, they were great scholars. They brought many big books and they started discussing and disputing and arguing. And the sun started rising and it was morning. And an old man who was a very trusted servant to the king, he came to the king and he whispered in his ear, "Don't be foolish. These people will quarrel forever and ever, and they will never come to any conclusion." Now everybody was trying that his interpretation was right, and the king was more confused than ever. So he asked the old man, "Then what am I supposed to do?" He said, "Let them continue their discussions. They are not going to conclude so soon, and the sun will be setting, because once it has risen, the sunset is not very far. Rather, take my advice and escape. At least escape from this palace. Be somewhere else. By the evening, reach somewhere as far away as possible." The logic looked right. The king had a very fast horse, the fastest in the world. He rushed, he escaped. Hundreds of miles he passed. By the time he reached a certain town, the sun was just about to set. He was very happy. He patted his horse and he said, "You did well. We have come very far." And when he was patting his horse, suddenly he felt somebody was standing behind him. He looked back, the same shadow of death. And death started laughing, and the king said, "What is the matter? Why are you laughing?" Death said, "I was worried because you were destined to die under this tree, and I was worried how you would manage to reach. Your horse is really great. It did well. Let me also pat your horse. That's why I came in your dream. I wanted you to escape from the palace because I was worried how it would happen, how you would be able to reach. The place looked so far away, and only one day was left, but your horse did well. You have come in time." Always remember, everything that happens in your life happens for a reason, and that reason is connected to your past karmic patterns. Destiny is, therefore, very closely connected to the movements of Saturn, because you build your destiny through the karma that you create, and karma happens through the thoughts you entertain and act upon. Therefore, thought becomes extremely critical in shaping your destiny. The mind is a traffic of thoughts, and when you reach the stage of no mind, no thoughts, that is when you attain the supreme state of consciousness. Not entertaining or acting upon your thoughts and staying silent is therefore a significant way of refining the course of your destiny. That is why the great spiritual master Bhagwan Raman Maharshi says, "Whatever is destined not to happen will not happen. Try as you may. Whatever is destined to happen will happen. Do what you may to prevent it. This is certain. The best course, therefore, is to remain silent." And you will learn to remain silent when you start turning inwards, when you embark on the greatest journey of your life, the journey within. And so focus on daily meditation, focus on daily chanting, and live your life in total surrender. As Bhagwan Raman Maharshi rightly says, total surrender does not happen on day one, but little by little, one day you can attain the state of total surrender to the Almighty. And once that happens, there is no looking back. The sky is clear and you are ready to fly. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Shanti. Om. Jai Sri Ganesha. Jai Guru. ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः।